Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for another episode of Ale Solnishka's Kuchnia, my kitchen. Thanks for cooking with me. So today we're going to be making testo or dough, and this testo is going to be for pelmeni, Ruski pelmeni, so Russian dumplings. So let's get our ingredients together and get started. So to make testo is совсем несложно. Anyone can do it. So our first ingredient is mука, which is flour. We're going to need 500 gram, 500 grams. So I'm going to take my measuring cup and measure out 500 grams of flour. So for everyone that doesn't do grams, 2 cups. And put this into a big bowl. So there we have 2 cups of flour. And the next ingredient that we need, яйца. We need 2 of them, 2 eggs. So I'm going to, see if you can see, I'm going to crack my eggs, crack-a-lackin', and get all of these snotty, gooey eggs into my bowl. So I've got 2 eggs there. And then I also will need чайная ложка. Чайная ложка is a teaspoon. Соль, salt. A teaspoon of salt going in. The next ingredient, now we have our liquid ingredients. So we're going to need masla. Masla is oil. Okay, so the next ingredient, as I said, was masla. So masla, we need столовая ложка. Столовая ложка is a tablespoon. Put that in the bowl. And the last ingredient that we're needing is вода, water. We'll need 200 gram, 200 grams. $200 grams of water is about 3/4 of a cup. Now, I need to make a lot of testo, so I might double the recipe or I might just make it 2 times. I'm not sure what will be easier. Well, it's not like one is difficult and one is not difficult, so let's just double it all up. Let's put in another 500, 200, чайная ложка, столовая ложка, and another 2 eggs. Alright, here we go. Meet you at the mix. Did anyone ever tell you that it's impossible to crush a raw egg? You can like squeeze it and squeeze it. Oh, it's possible. I guess that's an urban legend. Alright, that was completely unexpected. So, my left hand can crush an egg, but my right hand can't. Interesting. The other one I'll just open normally. Alright, let's get over to the blender. So the mixer that I'll be using for this testo here is one by KitchenAid, and it's just wonderful, and it was a gift from my parents. It was a wedding gift, and it's just great, and it comes with all kinds of handy-dandy attachments. So this one is a dough hook. So what we're going to do is open the top, line it up, pop it on, put it back down, lock it into place, and let it whirl for a little while. So if you notice that your dough ends up looking a little bit too wet or too dry, obviously just add more flour or more water. And we'll check in again on another minute and see how it's looking. So as we're here mixing up our testo, I think it's wildly appropriate to have a little dance. to the music of DJ Testo. Yeah, I'm all covered in flour. That's enough Testo for you. See, on that little dance, I got my Testo already. See how it's no longer sticking to the sides? So that's just about ready to stop mixing, and it can come out, and I'll show you what's next. So this is how my Testo looks right now, and I personally find it to be still a little bit wet and sticky. So I'm going to toss it, that's cool, toss it back into the mixer and put a little bit more flour on top so that it can kind of, no measurements, just add some and mix it up for a minute and see if it gets less sticky. And keep adding flour in until it's, I'll show you until when. Until it's desirably unsticky. So after playing with it, it left my hands like this, and that's how we know that it's not quite ready yet, it's too sticky. We want our hands to be clean after we play with it, and then we'll know that it's at the right consistency. Okay, so I've removed my dough, and now it's just perfect. You see I'm kneading it with my hands, even though that's completely unnecessary because my mixer does that for me. I'm doing this to show the purpose of how it's no longer really sticking to my hands. My hands basically come out clean after this. So that is your recipe for pelmeni testo, or pelmeni dough, dumpling dough. So this right now I'm going to put in a bowl, cover with a wet cloth, and just put it in the fridge till I'm ready to use it, because I'm not quite ready to use it right now. If you don't have time to put it in the fridge, that's fine. You can use it as it is. It's just a little bit easier to work with when it's chilled. But that's not important. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Leave them below the dough. Yeah, I know, corny. Alright, so watch the next video, and you'll see us watching, you'll see me watching. I'm going to be leading a group and teaching them how to actually make the dumplings themselves. So watch the next video, and I'll be watching them, and you'll be watching me, and we'll all just be watching and having a great time. Bye! So I needed to make lots and lots of dumplings, so I actually made this recipe again and doubled it again. So in the end I have like 4 times the amount of what you would come up with the ingredients that I gave to you guys, except one little addition. I said that you would need 500 grams or 2 cups of flour. I actually had to keep adding more and more and more in, so you might even want to start off with like 600 grams and maybe even get up to 700 grams of flour, but just until it gets to be like this consistency. Sticks to your hands just a little bit, but not too much, and you can stretch it so that you can roll it out, and I'll show you what to do exactly with it in the next video. So I'm just going to add this to the other one that I have in the fridge, so I have this like times 2. And we'll see how much we make. So also another word, if you don't have a blender that has this kind of dough hook attachment, you can mix it by hand. That's totally fine. I wouldn't recommend using a hand mixer or a food processor or a blender or anything like that, because you need this hook. We're not like making cake batter that you can get it all through those little things. So you need the dough hook, or just your hands. You can like work it with your hands, that's no problem too. Alright guys, so good luck with your testo, with your dough, and we'll see you in the next video.